right, guys, cool. Let's start class, yeah? Come on up, team. Let's make a start, yeah? What's up, Marvino? What are you doing?
Oh, no.
Oh, you're just drying your hands. What's up, Julian? How are you, bro? Huh? Fuck you. Fuck you. I don't have to be nice for no one. Okay. They're like, oh, the camera's here. He's got to be nice now. Nah, man. No, you don't. There's nowhere better you got to be on a Friday. That's just a fact. 25's not even a birthday you celebrate. What? Look, we've been working on some K-guard stuff, continuing this week with different entries. You know, last week we looked at standing entries, like creating the threat with triangle, creating the threat with armbar. You remember all that stuff, eh? Cool. Okay. So, who am I gonna use? Callie. Okay. So, guys, come into my closed guard, bro. Callie now knows all the arm bars and triangles that we were looking at last week, so he's not going to let me in on that, all right? He's going to start to stall me out. Yeah, he might even put his arms in here and things, and then it's going to be hard for me to make things move. He's going to start staggering. All I want to really look for is this, okay? He can still have his hands on me or whatever. He's just not going to collapse, but I'm going to get his hamstring away from his calf, okay? So I'm going to pull him up, and then I'm going to make an angle, and I'm going to reach through, and I want to get elbow deep, if I can, behind his knee, all right? Now, as I do that, I want my knee coming up. If I don't bring my knee in front, and he starts to come in chest to chest and sprawl on me here, so sprawl out, I'm going to have a real bad time, and then I've got to reset again. It's not a disaster. That's the cool thing about closed guard, is you can reset the position, okay? So once we get here and I get him up and I get inside, I want to drop my knee to the mat, connecting my knee and elbow, and doing the same thing on the top side here. If you're worried about like, oh, which way do I do it? Try and bring your knee outside your elbow. It just makes it a little bit more reinforced than if you go this way. He might be able to push your arm out. Yeah, he might be able to do that. I don't want that. So I kind of want to be in like this, all right? If he tries to push now, it's nice and strong. And he's actually going to help me. When I get here, I can start to clamp my hands down. And even if he puts a crossface on me, it's not going to matter, okay? I'm going to pull his knee up into my chest. I'm going to throw over to his far hip. And now I can start to control that leg, bring it top side, swim in behind. Yeah, cool. He might come up to his feet or whatever the case is, but I've got my backside heel hook here, okay? If he starts to come up like that and you're worried about his knee line getting free, look, that's what I mean by freeing the knee line. His knee's past mine. I bring his knee down to the mat, and then I can clamp my thighs. From here, it's going to be a lot easier for me to finish this, get your wrist blade in, connect your hands, and then you can start to rotate, okay? Don't put your hips behind it like we've talked about. Don't be flat on your back, otherwise that backside position will not exist and you won't have good bite. You've got to be up on your side, looking towards the other leg, okay? Sound good? Any questions? Over to you, let's do it. Oh, phenomenal clap. Oh, buzzing, okay. Oh, okay, so then go back to the actual video, so yeah, it's all good. That's okay. I'm down to row over. Cool. Stay on your side now. Stay on your side. More on your side. Yeah. There we go. Good. Get his knee to the mat. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Yes. Yes. Good. Yes. Oh, it's all coming together. Now just throw your right leg over. And push his ass away from you. Like that way. Yeah. But stay on your left hand side. Now just turn his foot to the top side. That's it. Yeah? It's already on. Okay. So guys, with that in mind, we still want to have options for when they stand up, okay? Because they are going to want to do that. They don't want to spend time in your closed guard. Zach? So he's gonna stand, blocking my hand, okay, and he stands that side. Guys, if I try and grab with this hand, you see it's not gonna happen. It's all blocked out. We're gonna enter like we did last week, but this time we're gonna hit the old Levi Jones Leary on Joseph Chen, okay? So, he, instead of going to the K where he throws over the back and looks for the leg lock, he leaves his foot behind here, okay? He turns his shoelaces down and he starts to look to hunt the back. So girls, we just did this one. It's hella fun, but it's also really effective, okay? So we're gonna do the same thing as before, where I pull my knee, pull his knee to my chest, okay? And now I'm gonna make a grip, like a rear naked grip. I grab it on my own arm and I grab his ankle and I pull it over my body, okay? From here now, this knee and arm are gonna go through, up, flare my knees and grab his hips, okay? At this point, Zach knows he's in trouble, he's gonna start standing, okay? And as he does that, I pull his hips back and I shoot my legs forward, okay? Now, guys, yes, you can just hit the old seatbelt with hooks. What I want you to do from here though, is when we start falling, we're gonna fall to the non-choking side, so the choking arm's gonna be up, and I want you to throw your top leg over and trap his arm at the same time, okay? From here now, cool, you can put a bottom hook in or whatever, but I want you to try and scrape his elbow back, keep your heel on his body, okay? Zach's now in a lot of trouble, okay? I can invade the space between his shoulder and ear, and he's only got one hand left to fight with, okay? Really nice, unfair position for me to take advantage of. When he grabs my choking hand like this, so yeah, give it a good grab. I'm gonna roll my non-choking hand through, the one that's under his armpit, grab, and take it down. If you can grab below his knuckles. Don't be the person who grabs at fingers like that, okay? Don't do that, please, okay? You can grab here at the knuckle line, and that's totally fine, okay? Once you do that, I want you to roll your elbow in front of his shoulder, and I want you to fish under his chin so that your elbow's in front of his chin, okay? You're gonna dig your hand into his shoulder blade here, and then we're gonna go one-handed rear naked, okay? And I'm gonna go chin on top of my hand, and now I'm gonna squeeze in and draw. Okay. So let's look at the whole thing again. He's sick of sitting in my closed guard, so I go here to this position, I pull his knee down, and I take his leg across. I pummel through with my leg, grabbing his hips here. Now, team, the alternative is I can start to move my hips back and take his legs out as well. That takes a little bit more core mobility and you sitting up, but it's still good. We're gonna throw over, moving our chest off to the side, scraping his arm as we do that. Bottom hook, seatbelt, his hand's gonna come into choke, to defend the choke, sorry. I'm gonna loop it over. As if we were going for the straight jacket, but he's only got one hand. And then you can either give him the old silence, or you can go under, grab the scapula, hide your hand, and give a nice contracting squeeze, okay? Sound good? All right, go strangle your friends. Hips, good. Sit up, yeah, nice. Yeah, knuckle line. Okay. Yeah, and now, yes, yeah. So, he's gonna be on his butt. He's going for those hooks, okay? And he's got my hips already. Guys, if you don't get the hips, there's nothing anchoring you. He's just gonna walk away and you're just gonna be lying there just like, fuck, okay? So, when he gets this, he needs that contact and he's got these hooks. I know I'm in trouble here and I can't just stay here because he's going to put me down. So, first things first, I know it seems dumb, but we're gonna do like the panda, okay? I'm gonna grab his heels from the outside, okay? If he tries that sweep now, he can't get elevation and purchase, okay? But this is just buying me time. I can't stay here, because if Zach shifts his hips back, he can still pull me into his lap. Oh shit, and now I'm in even worse position, okay? So we're gonna grab the heels, and then we're gonna fall to our side, okay? And I say side because I don't ever really want to be like 100% flat on my back, but I do need to hide my back from him so that he can't take it. So I'm gonna go here. You can see that there's actually a knee bar that you can start setting up here. If I pull his leg through and I get above his knee line, I can start to get in here, okay? I'm now in on that. I don't really worry about that, but this is ideal position here. I tuck his heel behind, and we can do that Diego Pato style one where we put our hand on our thigh, reinforce, squeeze our knees together and just project our hips into his knee, okay? And it's like the same with De La Riva, right? Let's say he plays an outside De La Riva on me and he doesn't know any better. Think, and I'm in on knee bars, okay? So he, as the guarder here, playing these more complex guards, has to police his knee line and keep those knees close to him, proximal, not distal. If he overplays his hand, he's gonna get countered. So you guys are gonna go do that now. Do the whole sequence from the start. He's gonna get here, do the old panda roll, pull his leg through, grab at his heel, free your bottom leg, get behind the lat, like all the way behind your shoulder. So it's not the heel hook. I don't wanna see his heel poking through. I wanna hide the whole thing. Shoot your hips so that you can feel contact with his knee, and then you can either project in, or if there's still too much space, you can put your hand in under on your thigh. Ooh, fuck, sorry. Focus his knee here, and then you can pop it over. Be super careful with that one. Sorry, bro. I can feel his whole patella going glug, 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 glug. So be super careful how you put that one on, that Diego Pato style knee bar, okay? Sound good? All right, go do it. You should be familiar with this because it's like an armbar, except you're doing it to someone else. We need to get like a running segment on the vlog where it's like a arm bars on Will counter, and then we just like have him getting armbarred over and over and over again. I'm joking, Will, we love you. Not so triggered after that now. We're all getting it right, okay? Now, I know that Zach now wants to knee bar me really badly because I roasted him before. So when we do this position, you've got to really make sure that you keep your knees close to yourself, okay? So now, when he rolls to his back, trying to get this, I don't let that leg slide through. I keep a square, like shin behind his knee, and I push his knee to the mat, okay? Like, it's not gonna go to the mat, obviously, because his shoulder's in the way. So I'm gonna stack him with it. Now, what you can start to do is use this hand that's on the hip to start connecting to his waist and then pushing it through. And as you can see, I get like a really nice stack position on him. From here, you can do quite a few things. We're gonna look at the basic thing. When in doubt, we get up, okay? So I put my left foot, bottom foot on the mat, and I get up on my shoulder and temple here. I'm gonna push his knee to his chest as I start to get up. I drop my knee in front of his, and I pummel off, and I can start to sprawl backwards into the top position here, okay? That's gonna be the start of the sequence, and then I can start to consolidate here. You know, whatever you wanna do, you can start to get it, okay? The really important thing is that you get him in that stacked position. I don't want him just like lying there. I want this, okay? One more time. So we're here, right? He starts to fall. I go with the momentum. I can start to put my hand through and grab his hip, or even go hand-to-hand connection here, pushing him, okay? When I get my foot to the mat, I push him up, I go to my head, and then I can start to pass off and get to like this solid passing position, okay? So I just want you guys to do that a couple times each. We'll see how you go with that, and then the overachievers can go into the berimbolo options from there, okay? Sound good? Let's do it. Okay, good, yeah. Nice. Now, yeah, put your bottom foot on the floor and push his top knee towards his chest. Yeah? Go deep on his hip, and now you can pummel your top leg over. Yeah, yeah, cool. Yeah, there you go.
The first one took me 6 hours. When you keep the back grip, so tedious.
Because once you get hip deep, you're going to be able to pummel your hooks through a different range now that he can't stay on your heels, right? Get you over, yeah? Put your shoulder, yeah? Pummel off. There we go. Good lad, nice. Yes, Julian, good. All right, awesome, guys. I don't want to spend much time on that one because it's like the most obvious option, okay? I want to show you a couple more complex ways to do this as well so that you can all push yourself towards something a little bit different, okay? So, stand up please, boss. Look, we looked at a couple of styles of berimbolo. Guys, like I've said before, this is not like my forte. This is not the strongest part of my game. I'm showing it to you so that you guys can go away and make it yours, like make it the strongest part of your game. You should be watching guys like Levi Jones Leary from Australia if you want to get good at these kind of positions. He's arguably the best in the world when it comes to berimboloing people, okay? So a berimbolo is where I take his back without like leaving the guard position, really, okay? So once we're in here, he takes those hooks and he goes to the side. The easier of the two options is where we do our first thing here, where I go in and I get in on his hip just to make sure he can't get away. I'm gonna pummel off the top and come in here, reaching through and under to keep his hip as I do that, and I do a shoulder roll, okay? So this is pretty much just like our hip wedge back take, okay? When I come through here, my knees are together, I put my feet on the mat with my knees pointing up, come up, take a like grip on his trap, grab his hip, put your bottom hook in, scoot yourself out, and then start to take his back, okay? So that's like the easier of the two options. This next one, guys, apologies, I don't have a lot of finesse on this one, but it's one I like to mess around with. So when we go here and he goes over, I'm gonna go hip deep on my grip. I'm gonna give an under and X hook on his leg, okay? Pushing it up, and now I extend him up and I pull his hips up and over me, sitting him in my lap. From here, I can start to put a hook in, turn him, put my other hook in and start taking that, okay? Those are like the two main ones that I like to look. Yeah, you're kind of pulling him, you're doing like a pull-up motion and pulling him assisted with your legs, okay? Try and show it again. Yeah. Okay. Like I said, guys, like not the strongest part of my game. I'm still trying to work on it, hence why I'm showing it to you guys so we can all get better at it, okay? So we're here, boom, in. He falls to the side. Go in on my grips here. In on the X. I get to a position here where I can load his hips, pull him up, take him over, hooks, and whatever you need to do to take his back, okay? It gets easier the more you stack their hips. The more you peel their hips up off the mat, the easier it'll be. If they're flat on the mat, you're gonna get nothing, okay? First option, much easier option. Bang, in. We go here. So I go up into that position we were in before. Leg drops in front. Hook. You know this position. Keeping his hip. Stomp. Trap. Hook. Through and through. Okay? I prefer that one. There's a ton of options, guys, like way more options than I can show you. I'm still trying to figure them out myself. No-gi bolos are much harder than the gi as well, so we got all these extra grips. In no-gi, we're often grabbing the hips, trying to turn his hips, and trying to expose the back, okay? So go mess with it, see how you go, all right? Cool. Side position like we did before, hook his top leg and then roll towards his butt. So go to the top side position, bud. You know, like where, yeah? Yeah. Yes, dude, yes. Put your left hook in. Yeah, scoot your hips back. There you go. Yeah, nice, bro. Cool, now just do it like a million more times. You're gonna have to mess around with it a ton when you're rolling, okay? And that does mean humbling yourself and like accepting that your guard's gonna get passed a lot, okay? So grab a drink, grab your mouth guards, and we'll get into some sparring, okay? Hey guys, so this week we put the team through K-guard. We went K-guard from close guard. Looked at a little bit of back taking from that position as well, a la Levi Jones-Saleri from his match with Joseph Chen at Polaris. What I'm really trying to get the guys doing is more familiar with leg lock positions. And then when people defend leg locks, taking them back or countering, that's where the meta's at in no-gi at the moment. So join us next time for another episode of the vlog. See ya, ciao. All right, let's circle up, guys.